this episode of Office Hours, I want to talk a little bit about how I got started with my fulfilling, flexible, and just the career that I really love. Some of you may know that I graduated from Northwestern University. Shout out Wildcats. You already know that. And there were so many opportunities that I took advantage of. I came in, I didn't know about these opportunities, but luckily I had really great advisors and people on my side to introduce these. And so if you are at Northwestern University, if you are at a private institution, college, this might be really good for you to learn about, because these are the opportunities that I took, that I seized, that allowed me to really develop my own path in my career. The first thing that really kicked me off was something called the Undergraduate Research Grant. And this was a $1,000 grant to research any topic that I was interested in. I thought this was a great opportunity because it was a chance to connect my passion with research. And so being a music producer, I was interested in producing sample packs. Really quickly, a sample pack is basically a folder of sounds that you send to music producers, and they can use these samples for new music production. You could check out a few sample packs that I made in the description. So yeah, they gave me this $1,000 grant. I advise you to apply for it if you have the opportunity. And basically, I was learning how to structure sample packs, learning what platforms that I could sell them, what markets I could sell them into, and just different approaches to recording these. This undergraduate research grant provided a foundation for everything in the future, as you are going to see. Following my research, the summer came, and Northwestern provided an undergraduate internship program grant. I think it was called SIGP or something around those lines. I'll copy the link down here. But basically, they paid me to have an unpaid internship. I took this as an opportunity to get an internship with an organization called 24/7HH, standing for hip hop. And I would go to the South Loop every single day, and we would record interviews with top hip hop artists in the industry. It was a pretty dope vibe because I was studying hip hop at a lab with an advisor, and I was also getting to see these interviews in practice. But yeah, cool. The clout is cool. That's fun. I don't really care about that. I really was learning the process to interview people. And so this internship grant, it was unpaid, but it paid me to dive deeper in my studies. Then the next opportunity was building off of the undergraduate research grant. It's called the Advanced Undergraduate Research Grant. And so if your first time doing research went well, you could have another opportunity to advance that research. I don't exactly remember what I did with the advanced research grant. I just know I was building on my music production knowledge of sample packs. But this is where things get really, really interesting. So I had the opportunity to study abroad in Ghana, West Africa. And in my study abroad experience, I could talk more about that in the future. But the director of the performance arts department was telling me, hey, can you come back here with your music production technology, because I think we can do work together. And I said, okay, cool, let's try to make this happen. I'm going to try to come back after my study abroad program. So then my research advisor at Northwestern, shout out Dr. Kalonji, you already know that, check out his music. He sent me the Davis Project for Peace grant. And this is a $10,000 grant opportunity to engage in an international or local project that facilitates peace. And so, we drafted up a proposal. I got my partners involved. Some of my partners were my research advisor at Northwestern, the head of the department at the Performance Art Department, University of Ghana, and a nonprofit organization, Solidarity Studios, in Chicago. So I gathered my partners, we collaborated on a project, and we decided to come up with a program called Building Solidarity Through Music Preservation. And what we did here is we put together a music recording workshop over the course of 1 week. And we invited aspiring engineers to learn how to record Kpanlogo music. Kpanlogo music is a traditional style of music that Kwame Nkrumah used in 1957 when he liberated Ghana from colonial control. He basically used this music in his political campaigns to unite Ghana. So we engaged in a week-long music preservation workshop. We learned how to record the drums. We learned how to put the drums into sample packs, going back to my undergraduate research grant. And we were learning how to take video and photography really to document and preserve traditions of music and dance. And at this moment, I have to shout out the Office of Fellowships for helping me out with my application for the Davis Project for Peace grant and for the next opportunity, which was a Fulbright Fellowship. Just changed my life. So I applied for a Fulbright Fellowship and ended up getting a Fulbright Fellowship and went to Ghana, West Africa once again. Now this time we were building on the previous project, which was these recordings that we have from the workshop. As a Fulbright Fellow, I was moving between the U.S. Embassy, the University of Ghana, and somehow, some way, I ended up DJing on the #1 radio station in Ghana. Shout out 107.9 YFM, Accra Ma. And what we were doing was we started really packaging up these samples of music, and we digitized them, and I went across so many different production houses across Ghana, and we ran a remix competition. And the whole goal of the remix competition was to give producers, urban producers, these traditional styles of music, to create new Afrobeat music, new trap music, new house music, new styles of music that they already create. Now, I do want to talk about everything that I learned in the Fulbright Fellowship, but this is really a video to help you think about, hey, what path can I take when it comes to building my own career? And at the end of the day, to sum it all up, what I did was I understood what my passion was, and I found resources to engage with my passion. I found money to help me build skills around my passion. And because I really loved what I was doing, because I was having fun, I was really building genuine relationships with people. Building these genuine relationships with people, not only did we have a common interest in music, but there were other interests too that we had, that they introduced to me, which organically led me to the environmental field and all the other styles of work that I do today. Look, and sometimes people are hopeless romantics when it comes to following their passion. It's like they follow their passion, they have no resources around it, and end up broke. I don't think that's the right way to go about it. If you choose to follow your passions, make sure that you find infrastructure to help support you following your passions. And hopefully that infrastructure will give you the time that you need to actually monetize, to build a career around your passion, and to take control of your life. Because at the end of the day, you're working for most of your life. You might as well enjoy it. So once again, shout out to Northwestern University. This is the path that I took to help me build this flexible style of career that I really love. You feel me? Your path might look different. The content of your path might look different. But if you tap into these resources that I just shared at Northwestern, or if you're at a different institution, these grants may be called something else. They might have these types of support. If you follow that path, I feel like you can't lose, because you're going to be engaging with your passion and have support for it. And hey, after 4 years, if it don't work out, it don't work out. But hey, after 4 years, if there's more opportunities that come from it, that's where the fun starts happening, So once again, you're tuned in with Powered by Cesar. Thank you for coming to my office hours. Please subscribe if you found this helpful, and you can book a session with me in the link. Thank you for tuning in. This was fun. Peace.